You ready, guys? Hi, everyone. It's me, Gaming Do, and welcome to part 9 of 20 questions. Yes, guys, one of my most famous series on my channel is finally returning for the ninth time, and today I've decided that there is going to be more than 10 parts of 20 questions. There might be like 15, but I'll get into when I'm going to quit YouTube later, as you'll see on this list that it's one of the questions, but yeah, today we are finally back to 20 questions, and without further ado, let's get started. Question 1. Have you returned to DeviantArt? Actually, yes, I have. It's actually been pretty recently. It's been about a half a month, but I have returned to DeviantArt. I'm doing a Loud House challenge on there now, which is I can't name off the top of my head who made it, but I'm taking it. It's a 30-day Loud House challenge, and um, I'm loving my big return to DeviantArt. I've gotten more followers than I ever have since I started. Because by the way, I actually retired from DeviantArt for a little while in December 2019, but I think I returned in January 2020 because I just felt like I didn't really want to be on there anymore, but then I realized kind of silly. And I think I finally found my footing on there, so I'm going to keep going with this. I'm not the biggest fan of DeviantArt. Like, I don't spend every waking second of my life on there, but don't spend nearly as much time on there as I spend it on YouTube, but you want a source where you're going to see me probably the second most? It will probably be on DeviantArt from now on. Number 2, would you rather SpongeBob or the Loud House? That's a trick question, honestly. I'm going to be honest. Because Loud House seasons 1 through 3 is awesome, and SpongeBob seasons 1 through 3 is awesome. Season 4, I think, went a little more downhill. This may be unpopular. You're going to probably crap yourself when you hear this. I think season 4 went downhill a little more with the Loud House. Yeah, um, I think SpongeBob season 4, at least the first half of it, is almost on par with the first 3 seasons. I mean, have you seen the Snail, Skill Crane, and Krusty Towers in there? Loud House season 4 has Snoop's on, and then the other episodes that I like that season, I don't think are anywhere near as good as the ones from seasons 1 through 3. I love Snoop's on. I love, what's the one where Lana and Lola switch each other out, basically? I forgot what that was called, but gosh, there's an annoying bird outside of my freaking window. I don't think you can hear it, luckily, but hope it doesn't start chirping really loudly. That'll ruin the video, but yeah, I definitely think that Loud House went a little more downhill during its 4th season, but I do think season 5 of The Loud House is better than season 5 of SpongeBob so far, because I think SpongeBob just went really downhill in season 5. I'm not as big of a fan of season 5 as most people are. I think season 5, for the most part, is where it started to go downhill, like, a lot. Like, you got Atlantis SquarePantis, Spongehenge, To Love a Patty. Those are all horrendous episodes. You got Schooled with Loud House, and I didn't really like Zack Attack that much, but outside of that, there's not a lot of episodes I don't like in season 5 so far. I think season 5 is a pretty big improvement over season 4, and I honestly think season 6 could be where the show finally gets as good as it was in seasons 1 through 3, if it keeps improving. If it just goes down the toilet again, I don't know. I thought the previous two episodes, I don't even remember what they were called. Silence of the Luans. I don't remember what the other one was called, but coincidentally, the one I don't know what it was called, I like better. But um, yeah, I definitely gotta say, I think SpongeBob overall is the better show in its prime. Um, it's a hard question because I think that's a really hard one. Overall, I probably am going to have to go with SpongeBob because there's just more enjoyable episodes. While season 5 of Loud House was an improvement, it's not that big of an improvement, but I think it could be that big of an improvement by season 6. So that's basically my opinion. Number 3, what are your top 5 cartoons? I definitely got 4. The Simpsons, SpongeBob, Loud House, and South Park. If I had to pick a 5th one, I would probably say it's early. Keyword early, Family Guy. I don't like the show after season 6. After season 6 of Family Guy, I hate the show. But the first 6 seasons of Family Guy are pretty damn funny, I gotta admit it. They're very satirical, and a lot of my humor is actually kind of based off of Family Guy. Like, I like how there's a lot of reference humor in the show and a lot of cutaways. Cutaways got too far after season 6, but, it's just a really funny show. Not much more to say about that topic, but those are probably my top 5 favorite cartoons. Number 4, what are some of your new hobbies? The newest hobby is actually not a new one, but it's one I've kind of returned to. I know, call me a nerd, but it's reading. I've gone back to reading a lot of books lately, like informational books, a lot about geography and a lot about the United States and a lot about the Rocky Mountain West. I have had probably 6 or 7 books based on the Rocky Mountain area of the United States now. I've been reading a lot. I've also kind of gotten back into drawing a tiny bit, but not too much. Not enough where it's very significant. So I guess you could say one of my new hobbies is reading. And yeah, I don't have much more to say about that, but I like reading. Number 5, when will you go back to the movies? Because of something that happened very recently, I think with confidence I will be able to go back to the movies sometime in 2021. It's just probably going to be in the latter half of the year. But I'm pretty confident that if a movie comes out in theaters again that I really want to see, I will probably go see it in theaters rather than stream it because of something that happened that I will answer soon. But the answer is probably in the latter half of 2021. I want to say Black Widow, but if it does not release in theaters, if it does not release in theaters, I will probably not see it for a while, but I'm going to try to go see Black Widow, and that will be my first film after the long wait. The last film I saw in the movie theaters was Sonic the Hedgehog back in February 2020. It's the only movie of the entire year I saw in theaters, and it was a good movie to see in theaters because it's probably the most action-packed film I saw that year. Though I don't know, Birds of Prey was pretty action-packed, but Sonic might have been even more. I loved Sonic the movie, or the Sonic movie. I don't know what you'd call it, but whatever. It's Sonic. The Sonic movie was a awesome film, but pretty much the answer to that question is I will be going back to the movies probably within the second half of this year, but I'm not 100% sure. Especially if COVID cases are like drastically worse than they are now around July, then I probably won't. But if things are really calm, I will probably return to the movies this year. Number 6, what is your opinion on Super Mario Sunshine? One of the best Mario games of all time. Honestly, it is. Oh, excuse me, I'm gonna unplug my phone right now. I had it on charge. Super Mario Sunshine is one of the best Mario games ever made. Truly is. I love how different it is to most of the series. It doesn't have a heck of a lot of worlds, but at the same time, it kind of does, because while it has a lot of beach levels pretty much throughout the entire game, they're all created differently with different worlds. I love the flood mechanics. I love the characters. I love all the challenges for the shine sprites. Super Mario Sunshine is what you'd call another masterpiece in the Mario series. A wonderful game. Number 7, what's your favorite 2021 film so far? Well, this one's pretty easy, because I've only seen one 2021 film so far. That would be Tom and Jerry. So, it's both my favorite and my least favorite. I am planning to watch Godzilla vs. Kong very soon. I'm possibly thinking of watching it tonight, actually. But I'm not 100% sure on that one. If not, I'm definitely going to watch it sometime next week. Because I heard it was pretty damn good. I heard it was very action-packed and a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see that. Could potentially be my favorite film of the year. Oh, I doubt it, but, yeah, so it has to be Tom and Jerry, and Tom and Jerry is also my least favorite film of the year, because it's the only film this year I've seen so far. It might be my least favorite film of the year, because I didn't like it very much. Not a lot I liked about it. It wasn't bad, per se, but it was pretty lackluster, actually. So, Tom and Jerry is a film that honestly is a little disrespectful towards the cartoons, because they're barely in it. And yeah, I don't know. It's definitely both my favorite and least favorite film of the year, since it's the only one I've seen. Number 8. Did you get the COVID vaccine? First dose, baby. Yes, guys, I have officially gotten my first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. And that's why I said I might be returning to the movies this year, because I got the first vaccine of my Moderna vaccine. Yes, I got the Moderna vaccine, the first dose, yesterday. On May 7th, I am returning to get my second dose. And then I'm still going to be extremely careful and wearing a mask until, I don't know, Dr. Fauci or somebody else tells me it's okay not to. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure things are going to be a lot better now, because I got it. I'm going to be at a lot less of a risk of getting COVID, and yeah. Please, for the love of God, I'm asking you very nicely, please do not make this some political argument and telling me how the vaccine doesn't work or something like that. Because I'm going to tell you straight up, I don't care. I have my philosophies, you have your philosophies. Please don't tell me, oh, the vaccine doesn't work. The vaccine doesn't work. I believe what I believe, and you can believe what you want to believe, okay? So please, do me a favor, and if you're going to do that, leave me alone, please. I'm begging you, okay? Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, yes, I got my first dose, and I'm getting my second dose on May 7th. Number 9, when will you quit YouTube? I know I said 2022 in my last 20 questions video, but honestly, I would say if things keep going really good, like I get a lot of gaming videos out and stuff like that, I could see it definitely expanding into 2023. That is, if I'm into it as much as I am right now, because I really am back into a YouTube mood. I'm doing this video, I'm doing, what's it called? I'm doing Husky Puppy 10 by the end of the first half of this year. I'm going to be doing a lot more gaming videos. I will have to move on with my life and get a few more responsibilities throughout this year, but outside of that, when I have free time, I will definitely still be doing YouTube, probably into 2023. I don't know, probably not 2024, but I would say definitely into 2023 at this point, because I'm going pretty great on this channel right now, and I'm not going to stop for a fair while, honestly. Just because the Lost Sonic Fan 7 retired from YouTube doesn't mean I have to, because I still have interest in doing it, he just doesn't. That's the main difference. He doesn't have any interest in doing it, I do, so that's fine. I'm going to probably be doing this into 2023, definitely into 2022. I have some pretty special plans, actually, for 2022, but that's not going to be revealed till much later down the line, like at least 4 or 5 months away. So yeah, that's my answer, probably sometime in 2023. Question 10. Even though you didn't do it in January, will there be another Loud House? I meant to put month there, but I guess you could say that too. Will there be another Loud House video? Probably. Because I didn't fulfill my promise, I have to make it up to you. Loud House month will definitely 100%, mark my fucking word, will be happening in January 2022. But to make up for it, instead, next month, to celebrate the show's 22-year anniversary, next month will be the return of a month I tried to do fully, but I didn't. Next month, for May 2021, I will be returning with SpongeBob month. Yes, guys, I will be talking a lot about SpongeBob SquarePants next month. A lot about the first 4 seasons. Because, yeah, I kind of consider a fair bit of Season 4 as good as Seasons 1 through 3, or at least very close. And I'll be talking about the later seasons too, but a lot of the topics will be on a lot of pre-movie and the Season 4 episodes. Gosh, I'm tired today. But, yeah, my basic answer to that question is that it will be returning, but you're going to have to wait till January 2022. I might do some non-Loud House Month videos throughout the year, but for sure you're getting Loud House Month next year in January 2022. But, yeah, I probably, that's your answer. I don't know what I'm saying. Number 11, when will Woody return? Hopefully tonight. I'm pretty confident it will return tonight. I'm having a little bit of side effects from the vaccine I got. My arm hurts and I'm a little hot. But outside of that, I'm pretty sure Woody's Wacky Wyoming Adventures Episode 4 will finally be coming out tonight. At long last. And I'm excited because I want to I really have wanted to make episode 4 all this time, but I just haven't came up with an idea. Until today. I came up with an idea. Finally. 100% today. It's going to have to do with Woody himself, who hasn't really gotten a heck of a lot of focus in season 2 yet. But this is pretty much going to be Woody's video, and it's going to be very funny. I hope you like it. If not, mark my word, it's definitely coming out next week. I know sometimes I don't tell the truth, but I can tell you with 100% confidence, unless something gets in my way, it's coming out tonight. But if not, it'll be coming out next week. Number 12, how many pets do you have? I have 4. I have 4 dogs. I have Willow, who is a corgi, a Pembroke Welsh corgi. She is white, black, and like a light brown. She is the cutest thing on the entire planet. She's 2 years old, and she was born in 2018. And she loves to lick people. Then there's Abby, who is a miniature Dachshund. She is 10 or 11. I think she's 10, but she'll be 11 really, really soon. She is, I believe she was born in 2010, and she loves to groan at the dinner table to us to give her food. Then there's Scrappy. He is 12 and pretty soon going to be 13 years old. He is a West Highland White Terrier. He was born in 2008, and he growls a fair bit, but I think that's the behavior of a terrier. And the oldest is Husky Puppy yourself, Clover. She is going to be 14, I think, in less than 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, or less than 3 for sure. But no, she's going to be 14 in 20 days exactly on April 30th. So she will be 14. She's going to be an old puppy. She was born in 2007, and she is just, put it simply, old and cute and still wild for a almost 14-year-old dog. But I have 4 pets, 4 dogs, and I love them with every single ounce of my heart. They mean the world to me. Number 13, do you have a girlfriend? I do not at the current moment. Doesn't mean I'm not going to get one soon, but probably not really soon. I'd say next year is when I'll possibly get a girlfriend, but this year I have other priorities I want to work on. And I don't know if I'm exactly going to have the capacity to have one because of these responsibilities, but I probably will be able to get one again next year. And I'm pretty excited for that because do I want one? Yes, but not that badly. Number 14, what year were you born? I was born in the year 2001. Yes, guys, I was born in a pretty bad year. Matter of fact, I was born in a pretty bad month. Because I was born in September 2001, and that's when one of the worst events in American history happened. At just 2 days old, that happened. That was the day I had to leave the hospital, and I was probably how far do I live from New York City? I'm very close to there, like I think less than an hour from New York City, so it's about an hour, and yeah, it was really scary for my family and me because we live very close to New York City, and it was just, what a tragic day in American history. Oh gosh, that bird's returned. Go away, bird. I'm sorry about that, guys. I know I'm talking about a serious topic, but that bird is very annoying. Um, you might be able to hear him now. Now he's being really loud. He was being quiet not too long ago, but now he's being obnoxious. Shut up, bird! No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I was born in the year 2001. It wasn't a completely bad year. There was some still good stuff that happened. A lot of good movies came out that year. Some good consoles premiered that year, such as GameCube and Xbox, the first Xbox. I don't have the first Xbox, but I have a GameCube, and I love my GameCube. I gotta get more games for it. But yeah, I was born in the year 2001, and that's about it. Number 15, Will of Woody's Wacky Wyoming Adventure Season 3 happen? Highly unlikely, but never say never. I don't really have any ideas for it right now, but basically exactly what I said. Probably not, but never say never. Number 16, Pixar or Disney? Pixar. I like some Disney movies, but I'm not nearly as big of a regular Disney fan as most people. My favorite regular Disney movie is The Emperor's New Groove, a freaking classic comedy movie with David Spade actually being funny for a very rare time, because I've watched a fair bit of his movies at the very start of this year, and he can be funny at times in like Tommy Boy and parts of Black Sheep. Other than that, maybe Joe Dirt. Outside of that, he's probably the least funniest character in Grown Ups, but he's classic in The Emperor's New Groove. But I also like Aladdin and The Lion King. But Pixar. Name a film from Pixar outside of The Good Dinosaur, Cars 2, and Brave, and I love it. I love it a lot. Maybe not Cars 3 for love, but I think every other Pixar film outside of that I love. And probably not Bug's Life, but there's a few Pixar films I don't love, but the difference between all the Disney films and all the Pixar films is that I've seen every single Pixar film to date. I have not seen every single Disney film to date. I haven't even seen half of them. And that includes a lot of the classics, such as I've never seen Alice in Wonderland. I've only seen Beauty and the Beast one time. From what I remember, I really liked it, but I've only seen that one time. I think I've also only seen Snow White one time. I've never seen, what's it called? What was the one that was Hunchback of Notre Dame? Or Notre Dame. I don't know how you describe that. Hunchback is one I have never seen. I've never seen a lot of the really older Disney films. I don't think I've ever seen 101 Dalmatians. But I have seen the live action version of that film. That's a plus. Yeah, I'm a much bigger Pixar film than just regular Disney. Speaking of Disney, number 17. Do you like the Owl House? Kind of. I'm not as big of a fan of it as Ryan is, but from what I've seen the first 5 or 6 episodes, and it's pretty good so far. I'm not going to say it's my favorite cartoon ever. I probably wouldn't even put it in my top 10. But for what it is, it's fairly enjoyable. The problem I have with it is that I'm not a huge fan of the animation of the show, honestly, but I'm going to try to put that aside for the stories, because the stories in this show are actually really damn good. If there's one thing I love about the Owl House, it's the stories. They play some pretty damn good stories and has some really good writing, honestly. And the characters are pretty damn good too, but I'm not a huge fan of the animation style, and that's kind of what's put me away, honestly, from the show. But I don't hate it. I just think it's not that good of animation, but overall, I think it's a pretty good show. Number 18, what game are you playing now? That game would be The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask on my Wii U. One of my favorite Zelda games. It might actually be my favorite Zelda game. I'm currently at the Woodfall Temple as I started it Thursday. And I got fair bit of the masks so far. Pretty much all of them I can get so far, as with the Woodfall Temple. And yeah, it's an awesome game. I love it. It's one of the best games possibly ever made, honestly. It probably is in my top 10 favorite video games of all time. Just love everything about it, from the mask transformations to the mask powers, like the non-transforming masks, to the... I love the challenge of the time of the game. Not a lot of people will complain about that, but I find it kind of a little bit of a fun challenge to try to beat the clock. Sometimes it's painful, like in the Great Bay Temple, but besides that, it's kind of a fun challenge, and I love the world of the game. I think it actually looks more beautiful than Ocarina of Time in some ways. In some other ways, I think Ocarina is more beautiful, but I don't know, Ocarina to me looks a little tiny bit more old. I know Ocarina of Time is older, but Ocarina of Time kind of looks like an older 5th gen game, while Majora's Mask looks like a newer 5th gen game. I don't know how you put it. I love both of those games, but I probably would go with Majora's Mask, but that's the game I'm playing right now. Number 19, what's your favorite college sports team? To me, personally, that would be the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Iowa Hawkeyes, I love their basketball team, honestly. And Luka Garza is my favorite college basketball player of all time, and it's probably in my top 5 of all time, up there with Jordan and Kyrie Irving. But yeah, I love the Iowa Hawkeyes basketball team. I like their football team too, but I mainly watch them for basketball. I'll put on their football games every once in a while, but if I'm watching Iowa, I'm mainly watching basketball. And please don't think I'm talking about the State Cyclones, because I'm not. I'm talking about the Hawkeyes. I'm not very competitive with sports, so I'm not gonna bash on them, but definitely prefer the Hawkeyes over the Cyclones. And yeah, definitely my favorite sports team in college is the Iowa Hawkeyes. Number 20, what will you do for your 5-year anniversary on YouTube? This is the last question. Well, that's 10 days away from today, and my answer is, you're just gonna have to wait to find out, because it's something extremely special. And yeah, guys, I hope you liked this video, and that's going to be about it for this episode of 20 Questions. That's it. Gaming Jew here. See you later. Bye.